everyone, so welcome to another declutter series video. As you can see, you get a lovely view of my bottom half of my face with more spots coming again. Anyway, so there's not been a video of this for a little while because I've used quite a few palettes, and I thought I'd just bunch them all up together to show you, and let's see what we're going to go with. So the first one I've been going in with is the Roxy Ride or Die palette, and it looks like that. And I've been using quite a lot of shades, and I really do like this palette. I am going to swatch some of the shades from all of this palette in a moment. I'm just going to show you the palettes for now. I could have set up properly, but I couldn't be bothered. Didn't feel like it, you know. The next one is the Revolution Chilled palette, and I use this about twice. The next one is going to be in a video I've got coming up, which is palettes I regret buying, and although this one's in there, I still like the palette. And this one is the Revolution Forever Flawless Ice palette, and it looks like that, and I've used it a couple of times. I'm really getting into my bold looks at the minute. Another one I've used is the Jeffree Star Androgyny palette, and it looks like this. Another one today and yesterday I used is the W7 on the Rocks palette, and that looks like that. And it's a dupe for one of the ABH palettes, and I think it's Subculture, but I'm not quite sure. I'll pop it here. I've gone in with this palette with the Androgyny palette, and this is the Revolution Pride palette. It looks like that. And also this Soph Super Spice palette, which looks like this. I'm sorry if I'm blinding you with light or anything, light beams, whatever you call it. You just get a flash of light sort of thing. Technical term. And the other one is the Roxy palette, the Colour Burst. Try not to blind. You see, it comes over there. I can't do anything about it. I'm sorry. And it looks like that. And I've used it a few times. Okay, so I'm going to swatch a few of these shades, and that's a mouthful, and then I'll be back with you. I've just got a few on my arm already, and then I'll go off and do the other palettes because I can't fit them all on one arm. So the first, can you see that? It's, there we go. I think it's a bit, no, there's nothing I can do about that pinky shimmery shade with the lighting. The first four here are from the Roxy Ride or Die palette. I've had to look. And that one is that bluey shade called Draco, and it's just horrible. It's patchy. It's really bad. The next one is the Chilled palette from Revolution, and there them few. You can see that green just there. It's a bit light, you see. And these are from the Revolution Ice one. Gorgeous. I've yet to use that. I swear I've not used it yet. And then these are from the Androgyny palette, and I absolutely adore that shade and that one. Really love them. That gold looks beautiful on the arm, but believe me, it's such a crumbly shade. It looks like nothing on the eyes. I don't like it. First four are the Colour Burst palette, the Roxy one. And then it's the Soph palette, the Super Spice one. Oh, I love that shade. I really love that shade. It's got such a nice pinky purple shift to it. It's not really picking up on camera, I don't think. Then there is the Revolution Pride palette, M4. And then finishing with the ABH dupe, the W7 on the Rocks palette. Now that greeny one, yeah, I don't think it's even picking up that well. It's not the greatest shimmer. I'm not really a fan of it. It doesn't look like much on the eyes, to be honest. In fact, I went in with another greeny shade when I did a look for this palette today. The blue's alright, nothing to shout about, but it is okay. And that's like a deeper bluey grey, I think. I really do love that shade though, really love that one, and that one's really nice. I've done all the palettes, not swatched every single shade as you can see, but yeah, so let's go through these. So the Ride or Die palette from Roxy, yes, I'm keeping it because I love those pink shades and that pink, and there's a lovely light pink there and the peachy shade, and I just love this palette. It's so gorgeous. That shade there, Draco, is a bit of a dud. It might just be this palette I have, or it might be a dud in all palettes, I don't know, but I really like it, so it stays. The Chilled palette from Revolution I am keeping because I adore this palette when I use it. It's a great palette for greens and your pops of neutrals as well, and I really like this palette. It's going nowhere. I don't use it a lot, but when I do, I really do like it. The Ice palette from Revolution, I do like this palette a lot. It works lovely, really does. It's so easy to use. I don't use it enough because I don't go in with blues enough, but although the last few days I've really enjoyed blues. But yeah, it's nice, and you do have that pop of neutrals, which I haven't really used much. I know I've used them a bit, but yeah, because this palette I pull out for a blue look. I don't pull this palette out for a neutral look. It would have been better if they had a few more blues in rather than sticking the neutrals. The same with the ice, not the ice, with the chilled one really, but there you go. Where are we? I can see. The Androgyny palette, I am going to keep it. I am. Because the mattes in this palette are incredible. They blend so easily. It's such a beginner friendly palette, to be honest, because they blend so well. These two I'm not actually sure on because I've not gone in with them, to be honest. I think I might have done a while ago, but I'm not really sure. Now I've changed it up how I do my eye makeup now. Yeah, maybe I need to give them another try, because for some reason on this eye at the corner it doesn't want to stick. Eyeshadow at all doesn't want to stick. I don't know what's going on, but you know, they don't seem to want to stick. So part of the day it's gone patchy, but it's just my eyes. I don't know what's going on, like I say, but that shade is gorgeous. I adore that shade. It's beautiful. I tend to use that a hell of a lot when I pull this palette, and that one's nice. It's got a sort of a shimmer, but it's not an actual shimmer, more of a, I don't know, I won't even say it's a satin. It's a bit of a weird shade actually, but I can't really explain how it is. But yeah, it's mainly a matte palette, but I do like it, except for that gold. That's crap. I do like this palette, so that's staying as well. I've not got rid of any yet. So they're all staying. Now the next one is the W7 on the rocks. Wait for the brush. There we go. That one is, let me just swatch it, because, well, not swatching it. Let's show you on the finger. It looks gorgeous. It's like a pinky shift to it, slightly purpley, but it looks like bugger all on the ice, to be honest. It just looks like meh, nothing at all. I do like the palette though. I tend to like these two shades a lot. I have gone in with that one today. In fact, I went in with both of them blues, that one and that one, on the outer corner, with both of them sort of yellowy, mustardy shades. The green, that shimmer, is just rubbish. Not a biggie though. Do I want to keep it? So this is the last W7 palette I own. It is nice, but I do have shades like it. I'm going to hang on it. Oh, I cannot speak. I'm going to hang on to it and see if I've got any of those sort of similar shades in other palettes, and I'll let you know if I get rid of it on Instagram. I know I've not posted on Instagram much lately, but I'm going to try and start doing that, so keep your eye out on that. Yeah, I'm going to see if I've got any matches for the shades I really love in this palette, because to be honest, it's not all that. I don't find W7 that great, hence why the last W7 palette I own, and I'm not really sure I'm going to keep that one, because I'm not a big fan of their formula at all, just not. I've got to work out where I am. Yeah. The next one is the Colour Burst palette from Roxy. Her channel name's Roxysaurus. Love this. Oh goodness, I love this palette so much. The purpley shades, and these can take a bit of work because they're pastels, and pastels do need packing on before you try to blend them out, and they can blend to nothing if you don't know what you're doing. But I do love this palette. It's gorgeous. I just really like it. So it's going to stay. Am I getting rid of any? It doesn't look likely, does it? And this is the Revolution Super Spice. And these work, all of these shades work really well. There's that one I find a little on the pale side, but that's because it's a lilac. But it does work really, really well. It's finger swatch, as you can see. It's nice. Let me just wipe my finger off. Don't want to pop that everywhere. Don't want to pop that everywhere. Oh, flipping hell. Yeah, I love it. And that one's more orangey than red. But, oh, is it nice. This is beautiful. I love it. I love it too much. It's staying. And I'm not going to get rid of anything, because I know this one's going to stay. Nothing's going. Barely anything's gone yet. 2, I think. Possibly 3 with the W7 on the rocks, if I can find shades I like in there in other palettes. I'm pretty sure I can. Is the Revolution Pride palette. This was gifted to me by my lovely friend Holland. She has a channel. I've linked them in the description box. They're always there, so please go and take a look. And yeah, I just really like it. I didn't do the glitter shades and swatches because I don't want glitter all over the place right now. But I swatched all the shimmers, and oh, they are really, really nice. In fact, I think this is a palette I pulled when I used the androgyny one, because I wanted the green and the orange when I was doing a look with that purpley shade. So yeah, nothing is going. Not one. I can't do it. It doesn't matter whether it's a bad palette. I don't seem to be able to get rid of them. I'm terrible. It can smell like a rancid old arse and it'll still stay. Because I go in now and I look at the pen. Oh, it's so beautiful though. I'm terrible. I've not used it for 5 years, so I'm still keeping it. My soap palette, the first one I bought, the extra spice. Thankfully, the formula's still fine and it still smells fine. And I think it's 5 years I've had that palette. I know. It's not good, is it? But anyway. So, yeah. Nothing is going again, except if I find... I'm roasting. Except if I find any similar shades in other palettes for this, what I like in here. Because to be fair, I don't like a lot of them. I have to admit that. A lot of them I'm a bit meh on. I know I can find that khaki green. I've got that a good few times. But, yeah. And really keeping a palette for 2 or 3 shades is a bit silly. So I'm going to have a look and I'll pop it on my Instagram. You know, I'll try and get that up and running again and let you know when new videos are posted and all of that, because I've been really quiet on there. I know that. I keep telling you here to follow me on there and then I'm doing nothing on there. So I feel a bit of a fraud. So, anyway, that is it for today. I will see you again soon. There will be videos being posted in the next few days or so with me whole face on and in my setting what I usually use, because I felt a bit lazy tonight, so I've set this up. And yeah, there will be videos being filmed, so bear that in mind. They've already pre-done and edited and everything. Yeah, so I hope you're enjoying my masterclass video on the eyeshadows. It seems to have gone down really well. So I never thought I'd be doing that, masterclass. Didn't think I'd be good at it, but you know, I've got better over the years, as you do. Anyway, I'm going to let you go because I'm waffling now about nothing. So I will see you again next time. Please do all the good stuff if you would like to. I'll never put any force on you for that. That is entirely your choice and your decision. However, as I've been saying, I do want to get up to 500 subscribers, so it would be great if you did subscribe. And then you'll know when I'm uploading new content. So just bear that in mind. So take care, everyone. Goodbye.